right, round two now at 60 kilograms, 132 pounds. Reece Humphrey of the New York Athletic Club in the blue singlet, and Jimmy Kennedy in the red singlet. Also, Billy Baldwin out of the NYAC round one. It was a good match. Reece Humphrey, the top seed, had to come from behind, but he did knock off the 3 seed Jimmy Kennedy 6-3 in dramatic come from behind fashion. Can he close the deal out now in round two?
Well, I think of all the first round matches we had, Kennedy is on such a roll right now. Even though he lost his first rounder, I think he can answer the bell right now against Humphrey. I really feel like he's got a good chance to take this to a third match. Humphrey in on a high single.
And there it is. So flipping the script from round one, Billy, where it was Kennedy who got the first takedown. Now Humphrey with a takedown on a gut wrench, and he's quickly up 4. So this one was razor thin in round one, but Humphrey with some confidence brimming now up to a quick 4-0 lead. Humphrey, of course, knocking off the reigning Olympic bronze medalist Coleman Scott in the finals of the U.S. Nationals to earn this #1 seed, an automatic bye to the best-of-3 finals. Kennedy had to battle his way through the brackets. 2 major upsets today over Logan Stieber and Nick Simmons for Kennedy to get himself in the finals.
And that's quite impressive for Humphrey to knock off Coleman Scott, who was injured today. I think he might have separated his shoulder today, but the defending Olympics bronze medalist in London in 2012, Coleman Scott. So for Humphrey to knock him off, that's quite impressive. I spoke to Humphrey about the IOC decision in February and his reaction, and of course, like others, shocked, dismayed, very impressed with the groundswell of reaction, both nationally and internationally, and feels quite confident that we should be back on the program come the vote in September in Buenos Aires. He's feeling good about it, but like me and like all of us, feels like none of us should become complacent, and we got to keep the pedal to the metal here and make sure we keep the pressure on FILA and the IOC to make sure we're back as a core sport and back on the program for 2020 and beyond.
It's been a great celebration of the sport of wrestling all weekend long here in Gallagher-Iba in Stillwater, what a lot of people say is the birthplace of modern wrestling, with Oklahoma A&M. Is Kennedy battling back. He's on the verge, Billy, of being teched here, but gets the push out, hanging around as Kennedy. You get a takedown or two here. This match complexion changes. Still a long way to go in this one.
1 minute remaining in the first period.
Classic Big Ten battle here. Kennedy wrestling out of Ann Arbor, Michigan, and the Wolverine Wrestling Club, and of course Humphrey out of the Ohio Regional Training Center with the Ohio State Buckeyes. So you got a Michigan-Ohio State battle. They say the best rivalry in college sports. Here it is on the mat tonight.
I was mentioning to you earlier that I love it here in Stillwater. I love it here in Gallagher-Iba Arena.
And confirmation again for the push out by Kennedy. So 6-2 now. Kennedy
I came to a dual meet here in 1980 between Oklahoma State and Oklahoma in the old Gallagher Hall. There was about 9,000 people jammed into a 7,000-seat arena, and it came down to the heavyweight bout, and the crowd was yelling so loud that the light bulbs in the ceiling shattered, and they had to stop the match to sweep the mat off and to mop the mat because there were shards of glass from the light bulbs that it almost was like snowing. The glass was fluttering down. First it was one bulb, then a second, then a third, and a fourth. They had to stop the match.
Incredible story. I mean, the history is so cool in this town. I mean, you got the Wrestling Hall of Fame across the streets, for goodness sake. I mean,
right on
just
the corner.
Rich with history. John Smith being honored moments ago before the finals, the great 2-time Olympic champion, the head coach here for Oklahoma State. What a tradition-rich program, Oklahoma State.
It's funny, I'm an actor, and we have all the special effects. I think of Robert Redford rounding the bases in the National with all the light bulbs exploding, and of course that was a Hollywood special effect. Here, it brings new meaning to it because it wasn't done by Hollywood and it wasn't done by a special effect. It was done by the zeal and the passion of the Bedlam series between Oklahoma and Oklahoma State. They just went. Literally, the sound went right through the roof and shattered the bulbs and had it snowing down on the mat.
Well, let's see what Kennedy can do here in this second half of this match. He scored the last 2. He's battled back to make this manageable at 6-0. Humphrey looked like he was on his way to the world team, up 6-0. A pair of push-outs by Kennedy, and he's back in this match. And let's see how it's scored here. It's 3 for Kennedy and 2 for Humphrey, so that's going to make it 8-5. Now 10-5 with the leg lace. Now they're going to say 9 hand to hand, so it's a 9-5 Humphrey lead. And I think that is right.
All right, Billy, so let's take a look at this sequence again here and see if we can walk the fans at home through the scoring on how this takes place in this wild flurry with Kennedy and Humphrey here as the officials take a look at it. And now here's the shot by Humphrey, and take us through how we get the scoring here.
Well, initially they ruled that Kennedy got the 3-point with that double underhook when he launched him out of bounds and he exposed the back. But in reality, what happened there is Humphrey initiated the double leg, was still in on the legs and driving out of bounds. And in desperation, Kennedy got the underhook and rolled him through. But Kennedy did not initiate the move and did not really have control. It was Humphrey who initiated and had control, so they reversed the decision.
And then again, because they have to replay it, even though the leg lace wasn't needed from Humphrey, he still gets that point. So it scored a 3-point move and then a 1-point move for Humphrey. He wins the match by a final score of 13-5. So Kennedy ends up getting no points. Thus we go from 9-5 to 13-5. And the match is over just like that. Humphrey's your champion here at 60 kilograms.
And it's very dramatic television. I like the use of video replay. We want to get it right when we're determining who's going to represent the United States in the World Championships. And they got it right here. And my hats off to the officials for reversing that decision on the 3 points to Kennedy and awarding it to Humphrey. That was the right decision.